In this video, we're gonna make some herbal pesto. Hi, I'm Sam. I'm a clinical herbalist and holistic health practitioner. Let's make some pesto. So today I have some herbs from my garden. You can use any herbs that you have. I would use fresh herbs that you either buy at the grocery store, have in your garden, or if you know how to identify herbs, you can also forage for some. So today I have some catnip. Catnip is nice and aromatic and slightly bitter. I also have some tulsi or holy basil, and I have a little bit of peppermint as well. And why did I choose these herbs? Just because that is what is growing in my garden right now, so that's what I went with. But I've also made lots of really nice pestos with stinging nettle leaves and cleavers and violet. Those are some, or chickweed, those are some really nice herbs to use for like a spring detox kind of pesto. I just made a pesto recently with parsley that I bought at the store, and I only used parsley because that's what I had, and it was great. Parsley's really underrated. It's a diuretic. It is a great detox herb. So detox is kind of a loaded term, but we won't get into that now. So I recommend just to use whatever you can get a hold of. I don't have a recipe that I'm really going off of today, and that was part of my plan just because I wanted to show you how easy and versatile pestos can be. You can just use whatever you have. Typically, you want to have herbs, fresh herbs. You want to have an oil. So today I'm using avocado oil, but you can also use olive oil. You typically use fresh garlic, and you often will put Parmesan cheese in it, but you don't have to. And today I'm not making mine with Parmesan cheese because I wanted it to be dairy-free. But if you do eat dairy and you have Parmesan cheese on you, delish, go for it. You could also try it with another cheese as well, but I really find that the sharp taste of the Parmesan is really good. If you want to make a dairy-free pesto, but you want a cheesy umami flavor, you could try nutritional yeast. And I would just add a little bit to that. It doesn't taste exactly the same, but a lot of people like nutritional yeast for dairy-free pesto. I've done it a few times and I like it. Sometimes I prefer it without, and sometimes I'll like it in, just because it has a distinct flavor. So I don't always want my pestos to have that flavor. So why would you make a pesto? Well, because it's delicious. You get all of the herbal and medicinal health benefits of the herbs that you're eating, as well as the garlic. Garlic is so healthy, and I am always team tea, so I drink a lot of herbal tea. But it's easy to forget that we can eat our herbs as well. Use food as your medicine. So herbal pesto is a really nice way to do that. I typically think of making pestos in the springtime. Maybe that's because that's when new growth happens and a lot of those wild pestos are available. I find that oftentimes our bodies crave what we need, and so after a long winter, our bodies might crave that green and movement from the herbs. And so I find that it pairs really nicely with that time of year. But I also like to make pesto in the summer as well. Of course, once in a while in fall and winter, but spring and summer is usually the pesto sweet spot. I typically don't put the stems in the pesto just because I find it to be too fibrous, especially with like the stems down here where it's really thick. Perhaps at the very top, I'll have some stem in there because it's easy to blend, but I find that it gets stringy if you use the stems, so I try to avoid it. So what kind of dishes can you add pesto to? Everything. You could use it as a sauce or a marinade like you would any of your dishes. I have found that when I cook my pesto in general, that you lose that sharp flavor of the pesto, and it kind of, I don't want to say it becomes a waste, but you do waste your pesto kind of. So I like to add pesto at the very, very end to the plate, or if I really want to add it to the dish itself once it's off the heat, because I really find that the heat kind of flattens the flavor and you just can't taste it as much. So learn from my mistakes and add it at the very, very end, and even better to the plate itself. Sometimes I'll just put it on the table and so people can add it themselves to their dishes. You can add it to salads, to pastas, to rice dishes, to vegetable dishes, to meat dishes, to fish, really anything. And it's a really, really great guest gift. So if you're going to a party or a dinner, anything like that, pesto is definitely a crowd pleaser, especially if you make it with herbs that typically aren't in a pesto, so you get a little creative with it. So you can see I just added all of my herbs, and this is 1 head of garlic that I have right here. And I'm just gonna add a head of garlic because I want to go with like a holy garlic kind of vibe. That's what I'm going for. I was thinking about adding sunflowers to my pesto, and I don't think I've ever made pesto with sunflowers, so we're gonna try it together and see how it turns out. You don't have these ingredients at home, but you have walnuts or almonds or whatever kind of nut you have, use it. Use what you have, pumpkin seeds. Traditionally, you'll find pesto with pine nuts. I was just gonna use sunflower seeds, but then as I was getting my ingredients together, I saw that we had some almonds, and I thought, yeah, that sounds nice too. So let's just go with some almonds. No, I'm not measuring anything because we can just adjust and add as we go. So we're gonna taste test as we go, and if we feel like we need some more nuts or seeds, then we're gonna add it. All right, so we have some avocado oil. I'm really gonna go for it with the oil. You see that I'm putting a lot in. Will we need more? Possibly, but we're gonna start with that. I also have some salt to flavor it, but I like to do that at the very end. So I'm gonna put this on top of my food processor. All right, let's see. I have a bunch of spoons, so I can taste test and not reuse the spoon. No double dipping, especially because I'm recording myself, so I don't want to get caught doing that. What do we have here? A pretty chunky pesto. Let's see. There. And it's not creamy at all. It's in chunks, and you definitely see that with the almonds as well. So if I want to make it creamy like a normal pesto would be, or smooth, then I'm just add a little oil, and I'm just gonna taste it just to see flavor-wise. And I know it's gonna pack some punch because there's a lot of garlic in here, right? So, I mean, the flavor's good. I like it. It needs a little salt. The flavor's good. I'm kind of surprised that it's not even more of a punch of the garlic. That will probably mellow out as it sits, especially in the olive oil. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more oil. I'm happy with the nuts. Throw some salt in there. Start with a little bit because you can always add more. So I really blended that for a good long while because I wanted the almonds to get broken up into smaller chunks, so it wasn't as chunky as it was. And it looks like we've kind of done that. It's still pretty solid. So what does that mean? It means we need more olive oil. I like it. It needed the salt. I mean, it was already part of the plan, but okay. This is a solid. So we're probably gonna add more olive oil. I brought half a lemon for fun, because I was thinking, do I wanna add some lemon juice to this? And I wasn't sure. It really depended on how this tasted. If I made something and I tried it, I was like, oh, this is just perfect. I wasn't gonna add the lemon, but I feel like I wanna see what it's gonna taste like. So I added that lemon juice. That's also gonna make it a little bit more viscous, but I'm gonna just add a little bit more olive oil because I really want that texture. Okay, let's see. Let's do one more splash of salt. So I'm using much less olive oil than I typically would because it is still quite thick. I kind of wanted to go light on the olive oil today, just because I'm bringing this to a dinner party and I know that there's gonna be a lot of heavy dishes there already. So I wanted to lean a little bit more into green and a little less into the fat, even though of course there's a good amount of olive oil in here. That was just my thought process, but it's up to you in the moment or what you're deciding. And I encourage you to try lots of different ways because the more pesto, the better, right? Okay, so let's give this a try. Oh my God, so good. I think this is it. Third time's the charm. It's so good. The garlic has the perfect balance. The little bit of lemon juice was a good call. I think I'm gonna put this in a Tupperware and have it ready for my dinner party. This isn't what I was really planning on making. I was really thinking of making something a little bit less thick, but I kind of wanted to go into this just open to what happened, just to show you that experimentation with herbs is a good thing. There's not one right way to do something. There's not one right herb or 3 right herbs for pesto. And there's not one right nut or the wrong nut to use. Try it all, see what you like. And the more, the better. Well, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you want to share any herbs or recipes that you've used for pestos and that you really like, please share. And if you like working with herbs but want to take a deeper dive and want your own customized herbal protocol to fit your needs and your specific symptoms, then you can book a one-on-one session with me today. Let me know if you have any questions at all, and see you next time. Cheers!